Hi friends, myself Amar Mohite and I am a pharma professional. Today we are going to discuss 21 CFR Part 11. Everybody who is associated with pharma industry must have heard this word 21 CFR Part 11. So what is this 21 CFR Part 11? 21 CFR Part 11 establishes the regulations used for electronic records and electronic signatures. 21 CFR Part 11 defines the criteria under which the electronic records and electronic signatures are considered as trustworthy, reliable, and equivalent to paper generated electronic records and signatures. Friends, before proceeding further, I would like to request you, please watch this video till the end and subscribe my channel if you have liked the content of this video. Friends, in early 1990s, the use of computerized system in pharma industry was increasing very rapidly. Pharma industries wanted to minimize and eliminate the use of paper generated records and signatures to reduce the human errors and to enhance the productivity. But there was no specific regulations or guidelines were available at that time for the use of computerized system in GMP environment. Hence, industries asked to FDA to provide the guideline for the use of computerized system in pharma industries. In 1993, based on the request from industries, FDA assigned one task force for the preparation of this new regulations. And in 1997, the FDA introduced first time 21 CFR Part 11 as a rule in Federal Register. They prepare a law. However, in the early years of this 21 CFR Part 11, since this law was new and there were no experienced persons who can implement or who has the experience of implementation of this new guideline, there was widespread confusion regarding the implementation of this newly enforced regulation, that is 21 CFR Part 11. The industries were not clear regarding the scope of this new guideline as well as how to implement these new guidelines. To address this issue, in 1999, US FDA published a compliance policy guide, that is PCG, and prepared so many draft documents to clear the confusions among the pharma industries. Again in 1999, US FDA announced the modernization for 21st century by adopting the risk-based approach. Despite of so many efforts from FDA fails to satisfy the expectation of pharma industries. Pharma industries continuously felt that this newly introduced guideline of 21 CFR Part 111 had so many drawbacks. As per pharma industries, those drawbacks were related to first, this newly introduced 21 CFR Part 11 restricts the use of technology. This was the first allegation of pharma industries over the 21 CFR Part 11. As per pharma industries, since there was so many stringent and complex requirements are there as per 21 CFR Part 11, it is very difficult to use new technologies. The next allegation of pharma industries was because of these new guidelines or so complex and stringent requirements, the cost of use of technology has significantly increased. Due to this increased cost, it was not possible to adopt the invention of new technologies. Hence, last allegation was due to all these circumstances, due to these complex requirements of newly adopted guideline and due to this significantly increased cost, this guideline, that is 21 CFR Part 11, has no benefited the public health. To address all these issues, in 2003, US FDA published the Guidance for Industry, Part 11, Electronic Records and Signatures, Scope and Application. This guidance for industries was published by US FDA to clear their stand on scope of the guideline. In this guideline, US FDA clearly told that some people in pharma industry has misunderstood the 21 CFR Part 11. They considered the scope of this guideline very broad, and they applied the requirements and regulations of these guidelines to everywhere. That's why the cost of the new technologies has been significantly increased, and they clearly briefed the scope of the 21 CFR in this guidance document. Instead of broad scope, they narrowed the scope of this guideline. They clearly told that only those computerized systems which are involved or which has intent to replace the paper generated records and signatures, and wants to replace these paper generated records and signatures with electronic records, only those computerized system will come under the scope of this 21 CFR Part 11. The computerized systems which are not involved in GMP environment or which are not involved in electronic data submission or electronic data transactions are not required to comply the requirements of 21 CFR. For example, you have your computerized system and the function of that system is only to take printouts of your electronic data, and those printouts will satisfy all related requirements. Then there is no requirement of apply the rules of 21 CFR Part 11 to that particular computerized system, since the function of that computerized system is only to take the printout, not to submit the data in electronic format to FDA or other agency. So FDA clearly defined the scope of this narrow scope of this guideline and told that only those computerized systems which has intent to replace the paper generated records with the electronic records, and those systems which will be used to submit the data in electronic forms to FDA will be there under scope of this 21 CFR part 11. Let's decode the word 21 CFR part 11. You can divide this word in three fractions. First one is 21, second is CFR, and third one is part 11. Let's understand what is CFR. CFR is short form of Codes of Federal Regulations. There are 50 different titles mentioned in CFR, starting from 1 to 50. For example, 7 title of CFR is dedicated for agriculture. It means that all rules and regulations related to the agriculture will be covered under Title 7. Similarly, this 21 is nothing but the title number of the CFR, and this title, that is 21 title, is dedicated for food and drugs. So 21 number title of CFR, that is Codes of Federal Regulations, cover all the requirements, rules and regulations of food and drugs. Each title is further divided into different chapters, and again each chapter is divided into parts. This 21 title is divided into 3 different chapters, and part 11 is the part of first chapter. The part 11 is dedicated for electronic records and electronic signatures. So 21 CFR part 11, it means that 21, that is title which indicates the broad area of federal regulations. There are 50 titles starting from 1 to 50. Each title is divided into different chapters, and each chapter is further divided into parts. Part is further divided into sections. So this is overall frame of the CFR. There are different requirements of 21 CFR part 11. The first requirement is use of validated computerized system. Second is data backup and retrieval procedure. Third requirement is user independent computer generated timestamped audit trail. That is third requirement. Fourth requirement is user access management. And fifth requirement is training of persons who are involved in either development, maintenance or use of electronic records and electronic signatures. The computer systems which are used for generation of electronic records and electronic signatures should be appropriately validated. The critical tasks shall be challenged during validation to check its to check the satisfactory performance and functionality of those critical tasks. Every organization should have a policy for data backup and data retrieval. The procedure should be in place for periodic backup of data, and also there should be the frequency for periodic verification of that backup data. There should have user independent computer generated timestamp electronic audit trail for all transactions which are involved in creation, modification and deletion of data. The audit trail should be non-editable. It means that it should not be edited by any user, and audit trail should be always on. Third requirement is to ensure the data security, data integrity and data confidentiality. The system should have user access management. Only authorized persons should have the access of computerized systems which are covered by 21 CFR Part 11. The last requirement is training. As discussed earlier, all persons which are involved in development, maintenance and use of electronic records and electronic signatures should have properly training and qualified and experienced. So these are 5 requirements of 21 CFR Part 11. First one is validation of computerized system. Second one is data backup and retrieval policy. Third one is audit trail. Fourth one is user access management, and fifth one is training. This 21 CFR Part 11 also benefited the pharma industries significantly. It has really minimized the human errors and significantly increased the productivity. The 21 CFR Part 11 also benefited the regulatory authorities also. After implementation of 21 CFR Part 11, the submission of ANDAs and review of ANDAs was very gracefully maintained. So friends, this was all about 21 CFR Part 11. Again, I would like to request all of you, if you have really liked the content of this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.